I feel like if they ever want me to know who they are, they'll come to me. If they ever want me to know who they are, they'll come to me.
As they should, Brian. There's an echo now.
Yep. Whoa, 3 echoes. Yep.
Echo Park.
I love
Mr.
that.
Echo.
The Minotaur has labyrinthine recall, and it can recall any path it's traveled, yet its intelligence is a 6.
Yep.
Aaron, you might know this. If I have my Chrome tab muted for the Twitch site, but I actually have the videos volume on, does it count me as a viewer?
I think that I've read, like, yes to both, like yes and no. But I think that I've read more people say that it does count you as a viewer than people who say it doesn't count you as a viewer. So I think as long as the video is playing, like it thinks that the video is playing sound, then it counts as a viewer.
Okay. Because with my messed up headset, like pretty much everything I hear comes through my mic slightly.
Yeah.
So I have to have it completely muted. I can't just have it turned down super low.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, what are some Halloween stickers here?
Oh, this
Not really nothing.
Why, yes.
I didn't realize we were
International
live.
Wolf Center. Oh, we are?
Glad I didn't say the racial slurs I was going to say.
God. Spoken like a true white.
Can't wait for you to get to use all of your white powers
Jesus.
and abilities.
What is a white?
Something with a lot of privilege.
It's like a ghoul.
Okay.
It's an advanced zombie.
And so what are we all again? We have a white, a minotaur.
I'm a wolf man.
We have the creature of the Black Lagoon thingy.
And a mummy. You have a mummy.
And Bride of Frankenstein.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sunken World Saga!
Hell yeah.
I'm your ghost, Ben Collins! Welcome to our Twitch stream!
Oh, no.
I am joined tonight by Crying Shriek Ola
Yay.
and Runaway Hetzer.
Ooh.
Nathaniel Pott, you're not feeling so well in your graves. Connor, for whom the bell tolls.
Oh, that's a good one.
And Emmy, you can run, but you can't hide. I will catch you, man. That one wasn't good. I should have ended
I'm so
on
sorry.
Connor.
I'm so sorry. I would have hoped you would have said something about the bourgeoisie because my last name literally has the word cash in it.
That's true. What's the most frightening thing of all? The upper middle class. Welcome to the Sunken World Saga. This is our Halloween special live stream. In this, our players will take the role of monsters. I'm the Crypt Keeper. What's the feeling on me staying in this character the whole time?
Bad.
Well, it upsets me a lot, but it comes with the bonus of I know it's going to hurt your voice horribly, so it has a built-in reward.
Very cruel to your friend and dungeon master. All right, hi everybody. I'm.
Who's this?
I'm Ben Howlands.
I know, it sounds hideous.
Well, all right. Now, very cruel to your friend, a dungeon master. This is our Halloween stream. Our players will be taking the part of monsters in tonight's game. Thank you. We have Connor playing the Minotaur.
Hello.
We have Emmy playing the Bride of Frankenstein.
Ooh.
We have Nathaniel Pottswells playing Gilman. Now I'm Don Pardo. And Zach Carmen may appear as the Mummy.
He's a little wrapped up right now.
Oh! We had two people. Hey everybody, we had two people stop watching while I was being the Crypt Keeper. Musical guest Aaron Hetzer as a White, and your host Brian Ziola as the Lone Wolfman.
Ooh. That's an owl. Ow!
All right, and I mean, do you all want to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
Nah.
All right, well, I guess I'll find some more Crypt Keeper puns.
Yeah, you get 2 hours of those, right, Ben?
I mean, you saw how fucking difficult it was for me to come up with any for anyone but Connor, which was... I'll never recreate that magic.
Is there a game of Twister in that room going on?
There is not. So, you are 5, maybe 6. The Mummy walks away and is like, I'm gonna go play cards. I don't know what voice Zach might do. But you are 5, maybe 6 monsters in a dungeon. It's like a big spooky haunted house sort of deal. But you know, it was built by powerful magics. And so there is a very strange, you know, sort of just fact of life, wherein, you know, this very spooky house, some of the rooms don't seem like they make any sense to be in this spooky house. But the 5 of you together are standing watch in a cathedral. You know that there is a very special, important ceremony being conducted by the masters of this house, and they are not to be disturbed. And a great many of those ne'er-do-well adventurers are trying to get in. And you are 5 monsters.
Is that ceremony Twister?
All right, right web, green.
Wait, so Ben, where are they trying to get into? Situate us to where these sounds are coming from.
Well, so the adventurers, you haven't heard tale of these adventurers yet.
Oh, okay. I see.
For the moment, you know, you're fine. No adventurers here. Here there be 0 adventurers.
Oh, so right now there's just a bunch of monsters hanging out.
It is basically, yeah, you all are just a bunch of monsters. It's like you are kind of on break in the spooky cathedral. That's sort of the deal.
What sort of foul things would you like to do today, monster friends?
Oh, you and that timber, I swear.
Well, I was thinking maybe we would find some fresh meat that we can chew and gnaw on.
That sounds horrible. Let's go.
Man, I spent a tick in Nolans once, about 3 years. just eating Cajun food. I'm a cowboy. I don't know if you've understood that yet.
Why are there cowboys in the swamps of New Orleans?
Because my cows got stuck for a moment in the swamps of New Orleans. Shut up. I'm new around here.
I, the bride, point to my hair and just go, "Ah."
Something scare you? You look the fright.
Imagine how fizzy her hair would be if she went to the humidity of New Orleans.
It's true.
Yeah, New Orleans canonically exists in this one shot.
Speaking of places that don't have, they don't look like they belong, New Orleans. Gilman kind of like has like it's almost a waddle, but it's half of like a shaggy walk. Like where he's gonna like flick his flippers out in front of him and
Yeah.
his pinned feet and
Like the
slap him
musician,
around. He moves
Shaggy.
pretty slow.
The bride pulls out like an embroidery thread and a needle and just begins sewing up her jaw tighter. Ah, there we are. I was saying that my hair is spotted like a cow.
Right. Not. Yep. Yes.
Are we? Is that what we're eating? Are we eating your cows?
Look, we're monsters, but we're not cannibals. Because you're a cow.
Do you understand what it means to be a cannibal in the first place?
A little bit. I once had to survive off of fish.
He does. Sounds like he does.
I'm not quite certain. I know what a cow or what a cannibal is.
Don't you just
Hydra.
love the sound of cries and screams?
As you say that, you realize that it is not human crying and screaming that you hear. Instead, it is your friend, the Hydra, who waddles into the room with burn marks, arrows sticking out of it, and a single head hanging from just a little string attached to its neck. There are...
So, you
Hi, Drew. What happened to you?
I think that shriek was a death knell.
There are humans here.
Oh, sounds like dinner is served.
Well, shall we go and feast then?
The Hydra dies in front of you.
Oh. Couldn't happen to a better person.
I pick up my petticoats and step over his corpse.
Can everyone put your tokens near each other?
Oh, yes. I'm going to light my cigarette in this torch and then come over here.
Nice.
Okay. And you are all together. You've heard the word that there are humans here.
Where do you think they are?
We can't let them interrupt the masters.
Like it'll be hard killing a few humans.
Yes, let's ruin their day.
Let's make them bleed.
Wait, I think we should wait here just a moment and reflect a little bit on what's happened in the last moment. You know,
Well,
You're
based
talking
on
about Snake
based
has
on the
death?
chat.
Can we go limber up and stretch by playing a game of Twister?
Yeah, I think we should.
Well,
Perhaps we should say some bad words for our friend the Hydra
Yeah,
to
fuck.
remember him by.
He truly didn't take care of his snakes.
I heard that he once devoured his entire brood. What a legend. He's a legend.
He was most horrible. We'll all forget about him.
Do you see how pristine those scales are? Ugh.
And the world is as it is. You're all fine.
Yep. Knew that.
Nice. All right, but so what are you doing?
Oh, we were saying some wonderful words about our friend the Hydra.
Oh, did anybody sing "Boys to Men"?
Do they have a song about a Hydra?
They do. Several, in fact.
Do not think a Hydra is what I thought it was.
Motown Hydra back again. Do-do-do-do-do.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, so he came from this direction, so I will start walking that way.
Oh, Boys to Men. That's another bar mitzvah joke.
You got it. You got it. All right, and so you
Well-
all start walking. Do you?
We'll be seeing you, Minotaur.
All right.
Do you walk spookily?
Yeah, my arms are right out in front of me, and I'm just going, ah, each limb moving extremely rigidly.
Unfortunately, the Gillman struggles to walk so much already that he only has one mode of walking, which is unfortunately not so much spooky as awkward.
Yeah, our speed is extremely reduced because we cannot walk.
The Minotaur he's just huffing with every step. Steam coming out of his nose.
Yeah. Alrighty, and you.
I do leave a trail of liquidy waters that are all black and oozy behind me.
Of course. What kind of creature of a what lagoon? Nothing Universal Pictures. Don't worry about it.
I thought it was part of the Universal monsters that are like common.
The creature of the Black Lagoon is the only one who isn't. That's why he is called Gillman in Monster Squad and in the Sunken World Saga.
Wait, I thought the Creature of the Black Lagoon was owned by Disney.
I mean, maybe.
Nope.
Maybe if they bought it.
Yeah, only if they bought it. And you all enter the room with a big old fish tank in it.
Ah, you're home.
Now we will really give it to them. And I slowly slop up to the tank and try and crawl into it.
Egads! There are monsters across this small pond!
Oh god, they're so worth killing.
Luckily, two of us can swim very well in our heavy armor. And you watch as two knights jump into the water.
Hmm.
And luckily, the rest of us have bows with which to fire across.
If any of them are fishermen, I get to eat their livers.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Can you maybe spare some of their hands? I kind of want to regraft mine.
No promises, but I'll try.
Make the water filthy with their blood.
And roll initiative, everybody.
Yeah, we're rolling.
1!
Ooh.
Where is the initiative on this sheet?
13!
It's a little small thing between actions and armor class.
Ooh, I got a 1 too.
Ooh.
Oh, you got a natural 1? I got a 1 because I rolled a 2 and just have a
Oh,
negative
it's my-
1 dex.
Alright, Everybody in the fight. Everybody's in the fight. Wow, okay.
Everybody was
So first up, it's going to be this
monster
guy. He's going to run forward, hold his hand out, and he is going to cast 2 Eldritch Blasts at the Wolfman.
Shit, you're gonna miss.
First one is a 10 to hit. That misses.
That misses.
Second one is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. You take 6 points of force damage as just this, like, silver beam just flies out towards you.
Whoops.
Hey, cool down, Desperado.
Whoops. I'm sorry. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I keep clicking on things that do that. I have webbed fingers. Leave me alone.
I gotta let my dog in. Talk to each other.
Who let the dogs in?
Who?
Ben.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Ben. He just told us.
I mean, yeah, but come on, guys.
Ben's the imposter.
Nobody believed me. Knows all you falses.
46 minus 6.
Alright, next up in the order, it is Wolfman or the Minotaur, which if you just wants to go first, because we're not playing very long.
You can go first, Minotaur.
Okay. I'm just gonna charge, and then I guess charge again because I can't do anything. So I can go 40 feet, I can go there, and then I can go. Okay, so I can get there. I just wait, can I run how deep is this?
The water is about 40 feet deep.
Oh, okay, so definitely running around.
Yep.
I don't know how to swim.
Hey, what did I got hit with an Eldritch Blast, he said. That's right. Never mind.
Yep.
But I am pulling out my great axe as I do it.
Okay. Next up, Lone Wolfman.
Yep. I'm gonna I'm gonna dash it. I'm gonna dash to you here to 60. No, I can't go through water. Right there. And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Next up, it is both of these fellas. And one of them just poofs, silvery mist, gets him right there, and he runs up to you. That's his turn. Other one, poof, and he runs over here. Alrighty, there we go. Next up in the initiative, it is Guildman.
Okay, so this gray border is just like flat. I don't have to climb. It's not like a wall or anything.
It's like a very it's like the border of a koi pond at a restaurant.
Okay, so it's the same as walking. Okay, so I'll spend 5 feet, 10 feet, and I dive into the water. And now I have a total of 35 of swimming, so if you subtract the 10, that means I have 25 left. So I will swim to this point. And then I'll swim. I'm going to dive down low, and then I'm going to pop up here. That's using my dash, and just be here. I'm about to claw them up as I rise up towards them.
As I rise
That's my turn.
All right. And then we have both of these guys, and they're both going to attack you. So the one on your right is going to attack you once with a sword, a long sword. He just swings like he's batting. And he moves very slow in the water.
Disadvantage because he's in water.
Correctamundo. And so the lower of those rolls was a 14.
That misses.
Alrighty. Then the other fella's going to go, and he takes his battle axe, and he's just going to try to chop down onto your head. First one's a 10, second one is an 8.
Misses.
Alrighty, and there we go. That's their turn. Next up, White or no, sorry, Bride of Frankenstein. You're first.
No, it's the white.
No, it's white. You got a 3.
Oh, that's right. All right, White, you're up first.
Okay, for my bonus action, I'm going to pull out my longbow, and then I'm going to shoot at the guy on the other side of the pond twice with my multi-attack. So, it's a 19 to hit, and a natural 1.
Okay, the 19 hits.
All right, and it does 1d8 plus 2. Sorry. All right, 4 damage.
It does 4 damage, and he already looks pretty rough.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. And then I'm going to take a few steps forward. That's my turn.
Alrighty. Next up, the Bride. It's your turn.
Yep. She's just gonna dash to right here.
Okay. Next up, it is back to the top of the order with this fellow. And he's just gonna move right here. And he is going to answer in kind. With just 2 Eldritch Blasts at you. Sir White. First
Careful,
one.
guys. Eldritch Blast comes from unimaginable horrors. We're clearly...
We
are imaginable ones because you can see us.
Yeah. So you do not get hit by an 11, I believe. Sir
Nope.
White. And the second attack is... Ooh, the second attack is an 18.
That it.
Alright. You take, 8 force damage, as just that silvery line just comes over and hits you. It's like a Kingdom Hearts cutscene. I don't know enough about Kingdom Hearts to know if there's a cutscene like that.
All right.
I mean, it's pretty cool like that, but then Mickey Mouse shows up, and so it becomes kind of pointless.
Okay, next up.
Hey, Mickey Mouse is pretty badass in Kingdom Hearts.
It'd be way cooler if it was a Merry Melodies world and it was Bugs Bunny. All right.
Whoa, shots fired.
Minotaur.
I'm gonna take my great axe. I'm gonna swing it to hit the guy in front of me.
All right. 14 hits.
Why did it roll it twice?
You all have
Advantage.
advantage on, and only I can toggle it, and I'm doing something on a laptop right now. So you'll all be rolling with advantage for a little bit. Sorry.
So it's 2d12 plus 4.
2d12 plus 4. Okay.
Boo-boo. 19.
19 fucking damage. You just bring your axe up, and you, like, cave in his breastplate.
Jesus.
And he is very, very bloodied.
I want to roar in his face.
You roar in his face.
Flying out.
Make an intimidation check as the Minotaur.
Oh, all right. Is that just charisma?
Charisma, yeah.
16.
Yeah, 16. He is intimidated. He will take his next attack at disadvantage. And now it is the Wolfman's turn.
Listen here, Pilgrim. It's about time for you to get along, little doggy. And I'm going to bite him in the neck.
All right.
Fuck.
And you bite him in the neck.
8 doesn't hit, probably.
8 does not hit, no.
Well, then I'm going to hit him with my spear.
Heals away. You hit him with your spear. 13 misses.
Ah, fuck. You're a fancy boy, huh? And then I end my turn.
All right. Next up, it is both of these knights. The first knight is going to attack you, Connor, with disadvantage. He swings, and a 6 does not hit you. So he just swings, and I think he, like, hits you, but he just accidentally, like, swings so that the flat is most of what hits you. The flat of his blade. Everybody's rolling stuff. Next up, it is this fellow, and he is going to take his sword, and two-handed he is going to try and just do a diagonal slash on you, Wolfman. That is an 18 to hit. An 18, I believe, will hit, Brian.
Ah, yes, it does hit me. Sorry.
No worries. You take 7 points of slashing damage.
I take it.
And now it is
What was the what kind of hit was it? Well,
slashing damage.
I'm immune. Is it silver?
It is not silver.
Is it magic?
It is not magic.
Nah, fuck your slashing damage.
All right. Yeah, you take none. Next up, Gilman.
Old Gilman's ready to do it. And you see a little vortex of water as Gilman is doing some kind of a weird, like, diving spin motion, and then he shoots up towards these with his spin, and both of his claws lash out, one at each of them, with his multi-attack. I'm just going to say that both of these rolls are, like, my first and second attack.
Sure.
Does 11 hit?
At 11.
It's the one on my left.
Does not hit, no.
Alright. Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
Alright, the one on my right is going to take 8 slashing damage as these black, long, almost talon-y claws shoot out of my webbed fingers and slash across him, but just missing the other.
Alright, and he takes that 8 damage, and he doesn't look happy about it. In no way does he look happy about it. And next up, it is both of these fellows in the pool with you. And both
Yeah,
of
that's
them
a shame.
Takes attacks.
2d8 plus 5, and I did 8 damage.
First one, his lower attack is a 7, so that'll miss. Second one, natural 20, and a 16, so an 18 total.
The 18 hits.
Alright, you take, let me see here, swings his battle axe with one hand, kind of like chops you in the back. He does 6 slashing damage to you, Gilman.
Ah. I gotta keep track of this HP.
And next up, it is the White. Walter
All right.
White. That's your name. You're now Walter.
Walter, all right. I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to do 2 more longbow shots to this guy. So
All right.
it's 23 to hit, and another natural 1.
Yeah, the 23 will hit. And he
All
goes,
right.
blast! And it seems like these are like kind of a vaguely religious order by the looks of their robes and stuff.
Okay, and that's
I can't
5.
world build here. What am I doing?
5 points of damage.
5 points of damage? Oh, okay. This fellow drops dead. Your arrow finding his throat. He made a mistake coming here. The bride, it's your turn.
Yeah, she's just gonna walk up to this very severely injured man and just throw a punch straight at him.
Okay.
16.
16 hits.
6 damage.
How much did you do? You did 19. He's still up.
Okay. And then I'm gonna do it. I can multi-attack with that, so I'm gonna do it again. 9 does not hit, probably.
A 9 misses. Yeah, you just kind of punch him on some of his armor.
All right. That's the end of my turn.
Okay. Then next up, it is nobody's turn. We're back to the top of the order. And by top of the order, that guy's dead. So Minotaur, it's your turn.
Let's say puny human. Bad job coming here. Recklessly attack
Nice.
with my great axe again. 21.
21 hits.
Ah! And I'm gonna do 2d12 plus 4. I want to aim for like. Is he holding his sword?
He is.
Is it two-handed?
It is. Yeah.
I want to aim for like the forearm in case it's like in case this kills him. 19 again.
19 hits. Wow.
Oh no, 19 was the damage.
Oh. Oof.
Jeez.
Fellow is dead. You just
I want to cut off his, hands.
yeah, you cut off his hands and his link to this world. He's gone.
Just gonna hold one out to the bride.
She is not at her computer at the moment, but I'm sure that she responds in some fashion.
She gives you a slam punch knuckle touch. Slam punch is awesome.
I mean, how would Frankenstein punch? It would be like how I imagine Kelsey Grammer punches.
I think she has huge hands.
Is that just with a bottle of Merlot in his hand?
Yeah, I do think that the Bride of Frankenstein definitely has some huge hands.
But I did hear that a hand was cut off.
It was, not yours.
Cool.
And I hold it out to you, and I make it give you a thumbs up.
Do you want to eat the meat off the skin?
Yeah.
Go ahead. And she taps the Minotaur on the head. Like he's a good boy.
I start eating it.
Okay, next up it is the Wolfman's turn.
Oh yeah. All right, Pilgrim. I just looked up a bunch of cowboy sayings, and one's letting the cat out of the bag's a whole lot easier than putting it back in, and I turn into a werewolf.
Hell yeah.
That's a little cowboy wisdom I found for you on grammar.yourdictionary.com. And that's it.
That is what the Wolfman says as he makes his transformation.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. And next up, it is this guy, and he's going to attack you. Let me see if he's frightened. He's not frightened, so he is going to attack you. Wait, that's useless. He's realized that, so he moves past you to get right here and attack this white. Two-handed.
All right, bye.
He got a natural 1, so he goes to, he puts his sword over his head and he sticks it into the Wolfman, but the Wolfman takes no damage. Mm-hmm. So, Wolfman, you got a sword sticking out of your back and you're not hurt.
Feels good.
All right.
That's your sword now.
It's like my daddy always said, don't squat with your spurs on. Also.
It's your turn,
you said Gilman? Okay.
And also, I forgot to add something to your sheet. So in other rooms where there will be water, you will have a special ability that you don't have here. And I apologize for not adding.
Okay. Well, at the start of my turn, I regain a 10 HP, so I'm back at full. And Gilman does a dolphin jump out of the water just slightly, and as he's arcing back down, he pushes his claws forward and is trying to drive his claws into the shoulders of this person on my right with both attacks. Does a 13 hit?
13 does not hit.
I'm assuming a 26 does.
26 definitely.
Alright. So that one will finally do good damage and do 14 slashing as it dodges one, but my claws come straight across its chest and stomach, leaving blood in the water that I lap up with my tongue with my bonus action. And then I end my turn.
Alright. Yeah, wait, which one was that too? Was that the one that you
already hit? The one on the right. This one.
Yeah, that is the one that you
already hit. Yeah, I hit
hit
them before.
Okay, there is blood in the water, as he is now. Bloodied. And now it is their turn, so both of them are going to attack you. First guy, lower of them is a 12, so that becomes a 16.
Miss.
Okay, and then the other one is going to swing as well. 2 19s.
Total, that'll hit.
Yeah, I am sorry. Anytime that we play together, when you have high AC, I roll much better than I usually do.
Oh, that's fine.
But minimum damage. Take 4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up, it is Walter.
Okay, I'm going
He
to.
makes meth.
I'm going to put my bow away, and as I turn to pull out my longsword, a suture rips across my stomach, and my guts start to pour out as I swipe my longsword twice onto the guy in front of me with both hands.
All right.
16 to hit and then 11 to hit.
16 hits, 11 misses.
Okay.
And he goes, oh!
Ooh,
That's
max
us.
damage.
12 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, he is not looking good. He's bloodied. And is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, it is the turn of the bride.
I have a question.
Yes.
Could I hold a reaction so that I could like shock the water, but also give Gilman a forewarning so he could like jump out?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna like taking like my very gross, like brittle hand that I want to replace. I'm gonna place it like right over the water and shout, "Jump up! Get out of the water!" To Gilman, and hold a reaction to do shocking touch on the water.
Okay. Well, we'll get to that on Gilman's turn. Back to the top of the order with the Minotaur.
No, walk over 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 15, 20. Alright. No, hold out the hand that I'm gnawing on. Need a hand.
All right. Does anyone
I work better with fins.
enjoy prop comedy? Do any of your characters? I should hope so.
Oh, is the Minotaur's fur orange?
Yes. Carrot top Minotaur. Carrot top Minotaur. That's why he's so jacked.
he's jacked and he's got tattooed eyeliner on.
Yeah, which is super fucking cool. No, okay, so that is the Minotaur's turn. Wolfman, it's your turn.
I can't talk in this form, but I grit my teeth like I could bite the sights off a 6-gun, and I bite them. Nat 20.
All right. It's because of that cowboy phrase.
Yep. I can only assume so. How do I do damage? Is it this? No, it's not that. Nope, it's still not that. Is it
No,
this?
that
Nope.
is it. You just
Oh,
click
am I
on the
doing
thing
it?
that says attack, and that's it.
Okay, I did it. I knew that.
6 damage, 3 plus 3.
Listen, was a lot of words that I'm not used to reading. 6 damage.
All right, and this guy falls over dead.
Oh.
Alrighty. Next up, Gilman.
Okay, so this is my idea, and I accept that I would get attacks of opportunity on me. First off, health regen, so I'm back to full.
The special ability I didn't mention is you don't provoke attacks of opportunity in the water.
Okay. I dive down about 15 feet, and then I shoot up as fast as I can to do a giant like whale or dolphin jump out of the water. But also, as I go by, I'm going to do my double claw attack, one on each of them. So this is for the one on the left, 22 to hit, and on the right, 22 to hit.
Yeah, you hit both of them.
All right, so that's 19 slashing on the left, and 16 slashing on, 19 on the left and 16 on the right.
Yeah, the one on the right dies and floats to the top like a dead fish, his armor crackling. Nope, not yet. His armor very damaged from your long claws. The other one is now bleeding, and he is struggling to swim, and he is trying to follow you, but he just can't do it. And is that your turn?
Yeah, I am trying to be in the air if that is at all possible.
Yeah.
But if not, I accept the repercussions.
Okay. Next up, it is that guy's turn, and he tries to swim up, but he's so injured that he just can't manage it. He's stuck in this murky pond in the middle of this castle.
Oh, by the way, I have intestines of the dead guy stuck in my webbed claws as I am shooting up in the air.
Nice. Very spooky.
Hey, Ben.
Yes.
Does Emmy's
Yeah.
shock go off as soon as he comes out of the water?
Oh, it does. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. So they need to do a DC saving throw. I think Constitution, Dexterity.
He fails.
Cool. He gets 11 lightning damage.
Which is doubled because he's in the water.
And then I immediately rip my hand back out so that Gilman can try to land safely.
Yeah, basically at the height, how this looks like cinematically is Gilman shoots up towards the camera and starts to flip over so that he's basically doing a backflip in the air. And as he is at the height of his jump, that's when the guy has almost broken the surface as he is swimming up, and then you just see he shakes and you see a skeleton. And then the Gilman makes it over and does a perfect little dive head first, and just before he hits the water, the shock goes out. And you've beaten these adventurers. Stay in the room and talk a little bit while I work on the next map.
I'm out of my form. Dang old Yankees lasted as long as a pint of whiskey in a 5-handed poker game. You get me, White.
It's a shame that none of these humans were women that found me attractive and had sex with me, and we won Emmys.
What? Wouldn't you need I don't know, maybe a deaf woman to do that?
She's mute.
Oh, she was? Dang it.
Yeah, but this is the non-copyright version of it, so she has to be deaf instead.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you.
Hey, Gil.
$5 to whoever wants to do a deaf voice.
I look at the White and I say that boy is as crazy as popcorn on a stove.
I can't stomach your cowboy sayings.
Oh, no.
And I start pushing the intestines back into my stomach cavity.
Hey, mind having a crispy one?
Gilman disappears under the surface of the water and then pops out gracefully into this spot, and he still has some intestines he's chewing on some, but he hands some over and he goes, "Would you like to have some of these to stuff in there?"
That sounds horrible, Gilman.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I'll take some and stuck it in. You can never have too many intestines.
Can minotaurs swim?
Sure.
I'm sure they're not fast swimmers, but I'm sure they can manage.
I just want to get the one that got shocked that's cooked.
Oh yeah. He likes his human steaks well done.
The bride of Frankenstein walks all the way around, and she's like, "Would you like me to patch you up?" And she has an even bigger needle than before. It's like a knitting needle, really thick in diameter.
That looks horribly painful. I'd love to.
She just begins, she literally stabs through the dead skin and pulls as tightly as she can.
You know, bride, I've always wondered, who is this Frankenstein you're supposed to be married to?
Isn't it supposed to be Bride of the Monster of Frankenstein?
All right, Gilman dies.
Frank's the doctor.
The bride winks at White.
I reach into my cavity and grab some blood and put it on my face like it's blush.
Like in an old Tex Avery cartoon, White's heart starts to beat outside of his chest, but it's
Yeah.
actually just because you can see through his skin to his ribcage.
I rip off one of the legs and I'm eating it, and I offer one of the other limbs to anybody else.
I don't know how you can stomach eating dead things, Minotaur. Doesn't the living taste so much better?
Well, at least fresh ain't dead, but I'll try a nibble.
Man, I'm way too human for this shit.
You shouldn't have wasted your transformation.
I'd like to think that the bride is quite good at patching up her monster friends. So I think that from all the different like humans that they've killed, she's like collected string or thread that is really just like blood vessels.
Sinew. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That rules.
So she's done. She just like ties it up and then like bites it off.
It looks worse than it ever has, bride. Thank you.
You always know how to compliment my work so well.
This cooked meat is okay, but it could use some more salt water.
Well, you have a ton. Why don't you just dip it in?
We should have made them cry.
Well, there is some salt in the other excrements that they left when they saw us coming.
I can't believe the Hydra had such a good time with these people.
Yes, I was just thinking the same thing. Isn't he a fucking Hydra?
And weren't there 6 of them? Couldn't each head have gotten one?
Perhaps there were more, and he killed the legion of them, and these were all that were left.
You hear something as if there are maybe more incompetent people through the hallway at the bottom of this room.
Yes, there must have been a legions of 2. I hear more.
I have keen hearing and smell.
Yeah, you can smell. There are 5 people having a conversation, and they're so deep in their conversation that you will probably be able to sneak up on them.
All right, flop, 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 flop. As I walk down.
Oh.
All right, and you all enter the hallway of doors, we call it. There's a big hallway with a lot of doors. And there's a big curtain obscuring what's further beyond.
We're about the Scooby-Doo run around.
Yes, we are.
I mean, take a look at the tokens. Take a good, hard, long look at the tokens. And you hear, "Okay, gang.
Oh my god.
I saw a room with a bed earlier, so me and Daphnel are going to go check for the monsters there.
Yeah.
While we do that...
Monster.
Wilhelmina, can you construct some type of trap? Some type of... I don't know, like some... You're so good at all that steam and stuff. Turning stuff into great little traps. Why don't you do that? Skullbear, you and Shagrat, you're going to stay here. With Wilhelmina. And me and Daphnel, we're going to go back to that bedroom. All right. Let's split up, gang.
Go for the ones having sex first. They always die first.
Incredible, Dad.
How much of that did you keen hear?
Zoinks, Sir Frederick. Are you sure you should be leaving? I know, Skullbear. Jinkies, Shagrat. You know that dog can't really talk, right? I'm a ranger, I can talk to him. That's one of the things that I excel at.
Oh god.
Shagrat, come on. I'm trying to... Here. And you're blowing up my spot. Would you stay here for a Skullbear steak? Like... no. Oh, I forgot. Would you stay here for a Skullbear tofu steak? Yeah. and you hear somebody catching something with a cartoon sound effect. Your monsters
It's amazing. No matter how much of the skull bear tofu snacks he eats, the pile doesn't actually shrink.
Well, Wilhelmina keeps them in a box. Your monsters in a room.
How should we go after them?
I mean, they're just teenagers. You sure you want to go after them?
Their screams are so horrible.
Yes, they have so much more life to lose.
That's dang old true.
I'm gonna go through this door, Ben. Where does it lead me?
It leads you towards another door.
I go through the same door.
It leads you to another door.
I go through this door.
It leads you to another door.
I use all of my movement to get through this door.
It leads you to another door.
Oh no!
I turn.
This room.
I take a lay of the land and I turn into a wolf because I guess I gotta fight the dog.
Hey, Freddy. I'm gonna check. Hey, Sir Frederick. I'm gonna check this door.
Can I charge out of? Oh,
Good idea. And she turns and opens the door, sees you, and slams it shut, and the monkeys start playing.
Yeah.
I do need everybody to start just moving their tokens around like mad.
I can only reach these two doors.
And now in order, I need you all to start describing what little dance you do in the cutaway where you're all dancing. So first up, Gilman. What dance is Gilman doing? I know what I think he's doing.
Gilman's feet are planted and his front arms are held out like straight in front of him, and he's just like doing like one of those like waves, like one hand flops up and the other one flops down kind of thing right in front of him while he nods his head. You would think that his name was White with how little hip movement he had in his dance.
Okay, what's the bride doing?
The bride she's literally just a torso on the ground, and she's just like swinging around her own legs. Because I can't think of anything else.
Next up, what's the Minotaur doing?
the Minotaur is he's doing like the arm wave, like back and forth, just repeatedly.
Okay. And what's the White doing?
So the White has tied his intestines to like this like curtain rod, and he's doing like the limbo underneath of it.
That's nice.
And what's the Wolfman doing?
Well, I'm a wolf, so I get on my back haunches. I think that's a term. And then I do that the crossing my knees thing with my other paws.
Yeah, you do the Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
The Charleston? No.
Yeah, they do the Charleston.
Okay, and finally they all just run out of the corridor and down some stairs. Or up, no, they did it through the corridor, and there are no stairs involved in this transaction.
Good, because I'm really bad at stairs.
Well,
do you just have to, like, fall down them? Or is it more like a slip and slide
I
ordeal?
just flop as hard as I can on the ground until I pop up onto the next level of step.
they all run into a room, and you all are forced to follow. If you want to kill them or not, I don't know.
Always.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's kind of funny that now that we're monsters, we're not murder hobos because we have a home.
And you all run into the room just before the penultimate room before the ritual chamber that is being where the conducting ceremony is happening. Is a very short one shot, and You see the gang, and they're all talking in a little huddle. And there's one of these characters that I will not allow to die.
Oh,
I
man,
made a
that's
rule.
where I'm gonna have to fight.
Is it because you work for Petco?
No. It's just a personal rule of mine.
No damage to redheads. Got it.
Yeah, Daphne lives. But you all run into the room. They're talking. You have a few moments where it seems like they haven't noticed you.
I'm going to flip her up as stealthily as I can.
Yeah,
Right, make a stealth check with disadvantage as you do squelch,
Okay.
squelch.
Yep.
I was also gonna try and
I'm guessing that's just a dexterity roll since we don't have skills, or I don't.
Yeah, it would be a dexterity roll.
Okay, disadvantage, dex. So that's a 10.
A 10? Yeah, that's no good.
Slap, snap,
I
slap,
was also gonna try and
slap. 20 feet.
All right, and you try and stealth up, Minotaur. Go ahead, dex roll, disadvantage because you're a Minotaur.
4.
4, okay. 4. Yeah, it's not very good. Anybody else stealthing?
No, I'm gonna reach into my stomach cavity and rip off some ribs to use as arrows, though.
Okay. Very creepy.
The bride's hair, she get like shivers and like her hair like goes straight up.
Okay. And Wolfman, you coming forward?
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go right in this light, and I'm assuming it's moonlight, and I'll shift into a werewolf monster.
Brian, real quick, can you do a control F and find if there's any cowboy sayings about the moon?
Yeah, give me just a second.
Thank you, Brian.
No problem. Just give me one moment. Get away from funny cowboy sayings and get to wisdom.
You're like Andy Daly's cowboy character from Comedy Bang Bang.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. Just a moment. 100 inspirational Western quotes.
That's City Slickin' right there.
Just say it's high noon.
What'd you say?
It's high moon. Say it's high moon.
Oh, yeah. Yep. it's high moon and time for. Oh!
Yeah, no, yeah, you got it.
I'm
You
gonna
got it.
add it. I'm gonna add it to this site, so it will be there later.
Okay, and everybody roll initiative, please.
9.
9.
Or an upside down
5.
6.
Like, you got 2 more of those, and you got a Satan, baby.
That's right.
That's his number. That's in the monster world. That song 8675309 is just 666, and then they just wait until the rest of the chorus.
The rest is just a rest. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, 666. Satan, I got your number.
It's the worst song.
No, I'll let go.
Is that the white or you, Aaron?
Both.
Why do
We
they
both
always?
hate it.
What if that's the song that's currently playing because we can hear it through the chamber doors?
Yeah, actually it is. Yeah, you are hearing like harpsichord and organ versions of like pop hits.
Why is a remix of this song always playing at every ceremony?
666. Okay, but we're in a fight.
No number.
So first up, Nathaniel.
Okay, 20 feet. To there. Oh my god, I put a draw tool. to here, just in case I forgot where I was going.
No, that's the slime
that's your
that you leave
ichor, yeah.
behind. Yeah.
And I'll end and then I will ready a claw attack in case any of them come up to me.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, it is Shagrat. He is going to get back here, and his knees shaking so hard that you can hear clack, 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 clack. He is going to lift his bow and try and shoot at you. First attack is a 17.
That hits.
Okay. You take 7 points of piercing damage. Second attack, natural 1. He shoots an arrow at the wall, and it shatters against it.
Zoinks!
I don't know. His friend's pretty close to a straight line in front of him.
Nope. Next up, it is Sir Frederick's turn, and he runs
You said it did
forward.
7 damage? Sorry.
Yeah, 7 piercing.
Alright, thank you.
Sir Frederick runs up and says, "Gosh!" And he just swings a warhammer at you. First attack is a 16. That misses, right?
Yeah, that misses.
Yeah, he
AC is 17.
Smashes down at the ground, and then he goes, "Ah!" And he swings a second one. This one he does, he puts his other hand on it and just brings it up, trying to, uppercut you, and it was an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Minimum damage. You take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And next up, it is Connor the Minotaur.
Me not like pretty boys. I'm gonna move up once, and I'm gonna charge. That's 10 feet.
Yeah, I mean, he's more of a hunk, but he does have an ascot, so I...
And I'm going to do a gore attack. And I'm doing it reckless, so it will be an advantage. 23.
23. Yeah, you hit.
48. Because when I charge, I get an extra 2d8, and it's +4.
Yep.
28 points of damage.
God damn.
Ah!
Jeez.
I only got 6 on my nat 20.
A DC. I need a strength saving throw.
Okay. It is a 22.
Oh, well,
This dude's jacked. This dude is... He's got, the armor equivalent of, a rugby shirt on. And you can really see that he's working out in that cart they have outside.
Alright, dang it, I wanted to knock him prone.
Sorry, you do gore him, but he goes, "Ugh! Red herring!" That's for the me, Connor, and Emmy crowd.
I'm gonna roar in his face, too.
Okay. Next up, it is Daphnelle is going to run over here, and she is going to fire 2 arrows at you, Wolfman. Natural 20 on the first one.
No, that hits me.
You take 17 piercing damage.
Is it silver?
It is.
Fuck.
She's rich. You can tell by looking at her. Her extremely nice purple robe. Keep in mind, this is in the Middle Ages. Purple's very expensive in a dye. It's purple. It's purple. Next up, are we at the halfway point? I believe we are. Next up, an environmental effect happens.
Ooh.
And it's lucky that it turns out this way. This is I designed it like an Ocarina of Time level, where it's perfect and it teaches you how to play it. As you watch on the tiles around you, not all of them, only these green tiles, lightning just crackles up from between these cracks and just sort of scatters about 3 feet up. But you can definitely tell that Oh, if I was standing there, I'd be really hurt if I didn't make my dexterity saving throw. There is one person standing there, but Bride of Frankenstein, how do you feel about lightning?
Oh, I feel great.
The Bride of Frankenstein is now cloaked in lightning, making no damage. You do feel someone out there being like, "She remains alive!"
The Bride of Frankenstein is just in there ripping phone books in half.
Yeah.
She's getting juiced.
It's a medieval phone book, though, so it's just like, which house do I throw a rock at to tell them I want to see them?
Well, it's even longer because it's like, instead of an address, it just like has like 16 alms from this rock, then you get to 16 alms of this farm, and then 16 alms from there, you can find her shack.
Oh, hon, I just realized, I just saw the cobweb over the overlay. That's so cool.
Thank you.
This is, Emmy made this overlay, by the way.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah, it's so good, Emmy.
Okay. Now that we've gotten past the part of the stream where I love my
I would
girlfriend.
like to say that I used the template that Logan made. So also thank you, Logan.
Thank you, Logan. Now that we are past the point in the initiative where it says I compliment someone, it is Wilhelmina's turn. And she is going to run right here, and she's going to take a potion out of her satchel and throw it at you, Wolfman. 18 hit.
18 hit.
Okay. You take 10 points of poison damage.
All right.
Or acid damage, sorry. Basically, like, you feel your fur and your skin being burned by this acid as it splashes over you. And you feel like there's probably some lingering effect to it. But you don't have to worry about it now. No, why would you?
Because I'm almost dead.
Why would you? Why would you worry about it? Next up, it is Walter's turn.
All right, I'm going to shamble 30 feet here, and then take the rib bone arrows I pulled out of my stomach and shoot at, we'll do Will Velmina.
Okay.
So that's 7 to hit, 18 to hit.
Okay, 7 to hit and 18 to hit. The 7 misses, the 18 hits.
All right, and that is 11 points of damage. Or not, 9 points of damage, rather.
Okay. Yeah, you really clip her. She seems very hurt.
All right. Yeah, that's my turn.
That's your turn. Okay, next up, it is the Bride of Frankenstein, Emmy's turn.
I've got a question. Since I have a shocking touch, but since there's so much lightning around me, could I direct it at someone?
I didn't give the Bride of Frankenstein much to do, so yes.
It's a one-shot, then.
Thanks.
It is a one-shot. Bride of Frankenstein, yes, you can redirect lightning.
She's going to point it at Will Vilmina as well.
Can you describe the entire lightning bending sequence from Avatar: The Last Airbender, please?
Yes. So like Azula, or more so, I guess, like Iroh Zuko, she holds it close to her chest at first, 2 fingers out on each hand, then she slowly extends both in a very water-bending-like motion and points it at Will Vilmina.
Alrighty, and you shoot it at Will Vilmina. I'm going to call this weaker lightning bolt. And she fails that dexterity check, so please roll.
14.
Oh, I was going to give you more dice.
Oh, okay.
Can you roll 4d6, please? We'll take the 14 if it's higher. Nope, 18.
I think the Bride of Frankenstein actually, she sort of rubs her palms on the little bolts in her neck and then just shoots her hands out at Will Vilmina.
Yeah, that's very cool. All right, Will Vilmina is bloodied. Not looking good for Will Vilmina. Next up, it is Skull Bear's turn. And he is just barking and backing up. And then he gets here and he goes, and he lays down and covers his snout so that he can't see.
Does he cover his eyes with his ears?
Yes. And then puts his hands in front of it on top of his snout. And he pretends that he's got a sliver. Next up, Wolfman, it's your turn. Guess what? You are in Moonlight. So, can you please roll 2d10?
Oh, you give me health?
I'm giving you health.
Hey, that's 10.
That's 10?
4.
Okay, you gain back 14 health. And now can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Well, let me find it. I don't know if
That's an
I
8?
don't know. Yeah, that's
Okay.
just a con roll.
Yeah, your movement is halved for this turn.
All right. Well, you're not that far from me, so fuck you. I'm gonna bite this bitch. 21.
Jinkies, she says as she... Yeah, she dies.
Roll me a DC 12. Roll a whatever you roll. Con save. That's what it is.
She fails.
Yeah, you're a werewolf now, idiot.
Oh, we should get her into the ceremony as soon as possible.
Yeah, ceremony of dying.
She's actually
And
still alive.
Fuck.
Good.
Yeah, the 5 does not hit.
Nope. That horse stopped with the jerk, and the jerk fell off.
Okay. Next up in the initiative, we go back to the top of the order. Gilman, it's your turn, Gilman.
He might still be smoking.
Oh, he is. Well, Gilman will return in Gil 2.
The Manning.
Go man too, the manatee.
Okay,
That's so good.
it is Shagrat's turn. Shagrat is going to try and arch you off, Walter. He fires at you. It is an 8. An 8 misses. It
Correct.
goes through your ribs. Hits the wall.
Delicious.
Oh no. Creepy. And then he is going to shoot at the Bride of Frankenstein. What right do I have to say creepy? Go listen to the most recent episode of Sunken World Saga, everybody. One of the Bride of Frankenstein is a 14.
That does not hit.
Alright, it zooms past you. Alright.
It does undo one piece of stitching on her, probably her arm, so her arm just flops a little bit.
Yeah. He
And
just cuts it.
it also goes through my stomach. Both of them. Good.
Yeah. Next up, it is Sir Frederick, and he is going to turn to you and say, "How dare you!" And he is going to take both hands on his warhammer and try and bash you on the side of the head. Minotaur. That's an 18. That hits the Minotaur, I believe. The Minotaur's AC is 12. Connor? Are you muted?
Sorry, forgot I was muted. He did have advantage.
Oh.
Because I was reckless last turn.
Well, let's see. Wasn't a natural 20, so we'll just stick with it hitting. You take 13 points of bludgeoning damage as he bashes you on the head. And then he goes, "For Coolsville!" And you take
I hate him.
7 points of radiant damage. Freddy is my favorite Scooby-Doo character.
In real life?
In real life, yeah.
I don't care for that.
Have you ever heard someone say that before, Brian?
I have never heard
I
anyone
literally
say
have never heard anyone say that Freddy is their favorite Scooby-Doo
Well, you all
character.
never watched a pup named Scooby-Doo. Where he's a consummate comedy character.
I feel like Fred's the ACAB character of the group.
Yeah.
Is the what?
He's the cop.
In no way. They're all hippies. If anybody's a cop, it's Daphne.
He's wearing a
I'm
scarf.
back.
And
Actually-
ascot.
They're hippies. None
He
of them
got the
are-
Facebook stolen from him.
I don't know what we're talking about now.
He looks like a Winklevoss twin.
What?
Facebook,
Gilman,
ever
we're
heard
dropping
of
you
it?
back in. Your turn, Gilman.
Okay, we forgot to do my held claw attack from when he moved up in range, so I'm going to do that first.
Okay.
From last round, does a 26 hit?
26 hits.
So that did 13 slashing last round as I held up my claw, and as soon as he ran up, I scraped him across his shoulder.
Yeah, and he is
And
bloodied
now, for this turn, I'm going to move here. Do I have advantage for being...
Yeah, you're flanking him.
All right. Multi-attack, 2 claws.
Damn.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
you hit with both.
Okay, first attack is 11 slashing.
Yeah.
And the second... Oops. Yeah, there it is. Is
11.
11 also. So a total of 22 in this round. As I take both of my claws and I just dig them into his kidneys and rip them out. And just and a big fin on my head like pops up and wiggles.
Yeah, you just nail him. And it is now nobody's turn.
And then I'm gonna actually move. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna stay right here.
All right. I forgot that he gets 2 attacks, so I'm gonna have him take that. So after he takes your damage and then he attacks, he wheels around and is going to take his second attack, attacking you, Gilman.
Okay.
That is a 15, misses.
Yes, it does.
Just glances off of your scaly hide.
I also forgot at the beginning of my turn, I get 10 health, so I'm at 78 HP.
That's right. Next up, it is the Minotaur's turn.
Do I have advantage because I'm flanking now?
Yes, you do.
No. Then I'm going to add advantage. Swing with my great axe. 16.
Yes, 16 misses.
And missing?
Yep.
Dang. Well,
It's an ascot of +1 armor.
that's it. That's my turn.
Okay. And
I huff in frustration.
you do like a cool huff of air out of your nose, and your ring like flops up. Next up, Daphne. She is going to come right here, and she is going to fire at the white, also trying to have an archer off. 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. You take 6 points of piercing damage.
And you said it was silvered.
It was silvered, yes.
Okay.
And then she's going to just follow up with another one at you. In the head this time. Natural 20.
Oh, wow.
You take 14 points of piercing damage.
Damn. I mean, bless you.
Next up, it is after Daphne. Oh, the lightning is going to change.
Oh no. That one just goes away. And I need Gilman and the Minotaur to make dexterity saving throws. Sir Frederick fails his and probably dies.
Ooh. 6.
All right. You both take 21 points of lightning damage. But so does Sir Frederick, and he crumbles to the ground.
Daphne cries.
Yeah, Daphne cries, and in the new comic book starts loading a gun. That's what happens in the new Scooby-Doo comic books. Yeah, but that's what happens when the lightning changes. And now it's Wilhelmina's turn, and she is going to turn and go zoinks! Or no, wait, Jinkies! Jinkies is what I say. And it is, you have an attack of opportunity if you choose Wolfman.
Take it.
You hit.
Damage 4.
Alright, the Wolfman is going to get a buff as you climb those stairs. She turns and you slash her across the back, and she manages to make it away from you.
Oh my god, 2 natural ones on
Come
the
over
floor.
here. And she drops her satchel, reaches into it, and pulls out a smoke pellet as she keeps running. And she turns and she tosses it right here. Let's see if she makes the full throw. She does.
Wouldn't the lightning combust the pellet as it flies through?
All right. Who wants to roll for the lightning? I think Bride.
I think the bride is the lightning champion.
Yeah.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll a strength saving throw.
I can just do like a regular strength roll.
Yeah.
19.
All right. As she throws the pellet, it gets exploded by a raw bolt of lightning. Yeah, good call. It's about 8 o'clock. Well, we're just gonna cut out the middle room and we're gonna go to the celebration. This is the final fight now.
Okay.
Perfect.
And Wilhelmina gets there and goes, "Skull Bear, do you want to fight for a Skull Bear steak?" Oh, wait, nope. You just hear roof. And because I do love Freddy, well, most people don't, but come on. It's actually Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo's my
I like the Harlem Globetrotters.
That's a good point. Walter. Walter, it's your turn.
All right.
What about that one movie where the corn shows up in it, Brian?
Oh my God, my life changed.
I'm gonna shoot twice at Will Velmina.
All right.
10, 11. All right.
Neither of those hit.
You can move on.
All right. And next up, it's the bride's turn. The bride!
Okay.
You hear the Kill Bill sirens as it's your turn.
Okay, she's gonna walk back into the lightning and then again cast, and then pretty much again do her lightning strike on Daphne. I'm only doing this so you remember that the
Yep.
DC is.
She fails the saving throw.
We're going with the 11, so she takes 11 lightning damage.
Okay, she seems okay.
Mhm.
She's more emotionally damaged at this point. Next up, it is Skull Bear's turn. And guess what Skull Bear does? Pretends he's got a sliver. Let's make a performance check. Nope, it's very bad. Very bad. You're not fooling me, because I can see. The way that he shakes and shivers. Next up, Brian, your turn.
Who's Brian?
Sorry, Lone Wolf Man.
I'm going to walk up half my speed to here, and I'll say, treat a woman like a racehorse, and she'll never be a nag. I found that one on Pinterest. I'm going to bite. Yeah, I don't write them. I just chose to say them.
He doesn't write them, he lives them.
Yeah, 14 hits.
Okay. And you got to do a DC Constitution saving throw 12.
Fails.
Oh, you're a werewolf too. Ha
Very
My
low,
brood.
Very low damage, but making a lot of werewolf.
Y'all my litter now.
Anything
The
about
weapon
litters
fight.
in those cowboy quotes?
I found it on the Wolf, the International Wolf Center Dictionary and Glossary.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say this. My name's Wayne S. Lupus, because Canis Lupus. All right, my turn's over.
All right. All right. Well. Okay. You now have seen this damage done and this werewolf transformation not begin because, there's some time in a werewolf transformation. But after Brian, we go back to the top of the order with Gilman. Gilman, you don't take this damage unless you end your turn here.
Okay, I will move 10 feet to here, and then the other 10 to here. And then I'll dash with my action and move here. And then for my bonus action, I'm going to spread out all of my webbed fingers and billow myself out, and my big fin on my head will stand up straight and erect and start wiggling, and I'm gonna go. And, I'm persuading them to attack me and not my friends with a 3.
Zoinks!
This
My
is the
bonus
first
action.
thing I haven't been afraid of.
I'm never gonna attack this guy.
Shit. 66 is 9 health after regenning, and that's my turn.
Okay. Next up, it is... Whose turn is it? Oh, it's Shagrat's turn. And Shagrat is going to try to get away from you so that he can fire his bow.
Attack of opportunity, if that's cool.
Yeah, you do. Gilman and the bride are really cleaning this room up.
I do a lot of damage.
Yeah, Gilman, you attack.
8 slashing.
8
Although
slashing.
I still keep rolling 1s on every single attack damage. But yeah, as he tries to get away, I and swipe him quickly across his back.
And then he's going to fire 2 shots at the white. First one misses, second one misses. Shagrat doing poorly. The dice were like, you know what? He should have been intimidated. He's Shaggy. And actually, when he fires his bow, he like really misfires, and it goes over, and it just cuts Daphne's cheek. And she says, "Who did that?" And Shaggy says, "Wasn't me."
Because that's what Shaggy says in that rap song.
All right, Brian, that joke was solely for you, and you betrayed me on it by.
I can't. I gotta go on mute. Hold on.
All right, it's the dead body of Sir Frederick's turn. It's now the Minotaur's turn.
I'm going to go reckless and charge at Shaggy or Shagrat.
Cheers, bud.
And I'm gonna gore him. And since I'm reckless, I'm gonna be at advantage.
All right.
So that means everything at me is also at advantage. So that's kind of that's my natural 20.
Nice.
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 And that is so we do double the amount of dice, right?
Yeah, if you click the button where it says attack next to what you rolled, it'll do your damage for you automatically.
Well, because I'm reckless, or because I did the charge, I get 2 extra d8. So it's
Okay.
8 d8.
Oh, well, that won't be doubled. Oh wait, no, you roll it, so yeah, it will be. Sorry.
So there's the first 4d8, 20. There's the second 4d8.
Jesus.
So
No.
it's 49 plus 4.
That boy's dead.
You turn Casey Kasem / Matthew Lillard into a red mist.
Can
Can I swim in this mist?
Yes.
And then I'm going to move forward and just roar at Velmina.
Yeah, and she goes, Jinkies!
And can like part of Shaggy just be stuck on their horns?
Yeah, sure.
It's just a,
I
it's just
suggest
a
pop hat.
sandwich. You push the sandwich out of his stomach with your horns.
He's eviscerated into mist, but the sandwich is still intact.
Yeah. Well, it's I feel like it's like his horn is through it like a little cocktail sword.
Yeah.
But it's just a long ass Dagwood sandwich that goes all the way down the horn. Next up, it's Daphne. Daphne's gonna fire a shot at the bride. Disadvantage. She gets a natural 1. This time
Get in her foot.
she moves away from the wolf. You get an attack of opportunity if you so choose. And you feel like, oh, all of a sudden I have so much blood on my claws. Oh, my claws congeal. You now do double damage for the rest of the fight.
Okay. Well.
You're my favorite monster. You should have special privileges.
15.
15 hits.
10 damage.
10 damage.
My congealed claws.
Daphne is bloodied. Okay. There we go. Next up, it is lightning change. Where?
Wait, did the Wolfman have to
Wolfman.
move to hit her?
No, she moved away from me.
Oh, sorry.
Wolfman.
Yep, it's fine.
Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
Yeah, I can.
I didn't take my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no, that was Wilhelmina. Then it's Walter. Then.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Okay, you save, so you'll take half damage. So you take 6 damage, 6 lightning.
Oh, I can do it. Is it silver?
It
I'm
is
just
not.
kidding. I know how lightning works.
Next up, it is... Now it's Walter's turn. Or no, now it's Wilhelmina, sorry. Wilhelmina searches in her satchel and has to get something ready, so this turn is useless. Now it is your turn, Walter. Walter, as the Germans say.
Thank you, Ben.
I thought you were calling him Walter to get away from the racist stuff.
Alright. Yeah, I'm going to move to here, and I'm going to just shoot more with my longbow. At Wilhelmina.
Yeah.
2014. Do they both hit?
They
Just
both
one?
hit, yeah.
Okay. So that is
20 killed her.
12. Yep.
So the second one can go towards Daphne,
Yeah,
if you like.
Daphne.
Okay, 7 damage.
Shoot the dog. No, I'm just kidding.
Please don't.
We're not allowed to.
I mean, you
We
can.
are evil characters.
You can if you want. I will just turn this dog into a god. I'll just spell the name backwards, and that's how the one shot is.
I mean, that's a good way to end the one shot.
Uh,
You want to attack the dog.
now, Bride, it's your turn.
Thank you. Okay. My speed is so slow. She's just going to dash up to Daphne. And that's all she can do.
Okay. Next up, Skullbear's turn. He gets up and goes and hides behind the gill man. I did not worry about copyright for this, and I really love the Mastiff art for this dog. He's great. He's got a saddle. Brian, it's your turn.
I'll walk up to this little doggy, and I'm gonna bite her again. 11 does not hit, probably. Claws. Ugh. I could never hurt one of my own pack.
Yeah, sorry, you miss?
No, it's fine. You don't have to apologize. Wait, did you do it?
Yeah. I programmed this entire charade.
Wait, this says roll21.com.
No. It is now top of the order. Gilman.
Not wanting to invoke any kind of Twitch hate from attacking a dog, I am going to run towards this lady. Wait, I can only get to there.
Attack
5,
of opportunity.
10, 15. No, I can get
damage.
there. Yeah. First off, I heal, so I'm at 76. And I will do 2 claw attacks.
2 claws.
It's a 17 and a 10.
17 hits. You
All
can
right.
Come over here.
It does 17 slashing as the red mist is up there. I do almost like a dive jump, and it looks like I'm swimming through it. And as I come down, my arms are flailing and cut at her.
Do you want to come around? Yeah, you do 17 slashing damage, and she's still up. She is on her very last leg.
And bonus action, I am going to tuck my weird fins in because it didn't work last time, so why try it again? End of turn.
Now it is the Minotaur's turn.
I'm gonna back up a couple steps. I usually gonna like a bull. I'm gonna stomp the ground a little bit and drag my feet for a second. I'm gonna hunker down and recklessly I'm gonna gore. I'm gonna charge forward and
Yep.
25.
25 hits. You just decimate this person on 1 health. You just destroy.
Dude, that's one away from another nat 20.
Never approach a bull from the front, a horse from the rear, or a fool from any direction.
God, what do you mean when you say things?
Hey, don't dig for water under the outhouse. Never slap a man who's chewing tobacco. That's what I always say. I go in the lightning and die.
And you all have defeated the final challenge of the one shot. And you have a few seconds to say anything you wish to each other before the one shot comes to a close in the next room.
I just want to point out that the Wolfman's true curse was not the lycanthropy, but all of the cowboy sayings he had to do.
How true was your huckleberry?
Let us feast on the entrails of this dog's masters, and hopefully it will join us in monsterhood.
Do any of you... I'm going to say the Minotaur can speak to animals.
Okay.
The Bride of Frankenstein is simply inspecting Daphne's skin, being like, which part would be best to harvest?
Hey, that's the Bride of Wolfenstein. Leave her alone.
It's part of his pack now.
Right, sorry.
Wait, could we even kill her since none of us had silver in our weapons?
Yeah, you could. She wasn't a werewolf yet. You gotta go and rest in an inn to become a werewolf.
Ah.
And you all can ascend the stairs if there's nothing else you want to say. If the White and the Bride of Frankenstein are gonna go on dates after this...
It's a slow burn, okay?
It's a slow burn when we return to these one-shot characters.
Yeah, that's right.
Tune in next year, guys.
Turn in next year when I have an eye patch and a beard. To show the time.
Well, and instead of playing D&D, the Sunken World Saga is just playing dating simulators.
I do want to turn the dog into a zombie dog, if that's okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
And then you can talk to him. And you become Shaggy. You all start to ascend the stairs, and you just hear, "Give me a man after midnight. Ooh, I want to take the shadows away." And you open up the door into the Lycanthrope Adulthood ceremony, which is the title of this adventure, of this module. And the map looks very bad stretched, but who cares?
I
You
think it looks good.
enter, and you can hear... Oh, no, it looks better. You enter, and you can hear that they are finishing up a little song, because, there's a bunch of werewolves sitting around in very nice clothes that they've torn themselves out of as they became werewolves. And there's a young boy, he looks about 13 years old, he's got a yarmulke on, and he's reading out of a big old book. And he finishes up reading it, and he starts to hulk out of his clothes. And what's he becoming? What's he becoming? What's he becoming?
He's becoming a man.
He's becoming a man. Except the way that expresses himself is he becomes a massive werewolf. And you all have successfully defended this werewolf bar mitzvah. And that's gonna be the Sunken World Saga, everybody. Thank you so much.
And we all do the monster mash.
Yeah, you do the monkey as you do the monster mash. That's what I like to imagine the monster mash dance looks like. It's just the monkey.
Are you sure we shouldn't
do the
sing
Thriller dance.
the Thriller? Ooh, I like that.
Or the time warp dance.
Yeah. I'll
You
get
sure we
options.
shouldn't sing Howla Nagila?
I like
well,
that one, Brian.
That is actually really great.
That's a good one.
I go back into the lightning.
We sing "Livin' La Vida Loca." No, that's the Sunken World Saga's Halloween episode. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you all for playing.
And thank you for running it, Ben.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you.
Benjamin.
Next time, I
Benjamin?
will try to do a better job of balancing the monsters, so that it's
How about
not the homebrew Gilman I found. And then
You mean the guy that couldn't go below 70 hit points?
Well, it's hard to find all, classic Universal monsters that are also the same challenge rating.
Yeah, and I didn't want anybody to be a vampire because I don't like vampires. So, yeah, if you're a vampire, you're a villain to me. But
Wait,
Well, there's two kinds of vampires. There's the vampires, and then there's sexy vampires.
and the sexy vampires are just to tempt the working class away. Hey everybody, this has been the Sunken World Saga. The Crypt Keeper promised he would come back for the end. Oh, it's me, the Crypt Keeper! Thank you for tuning in, and have a pleasant Halloween. Remember, don't take your children trick-or-treating. It's not the time for it. Bye, everybody.
adios,
Bye.